Well, I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm going to keep my hat on if you don't mind, because my head gets cold. I'll be sneezing before we even get finished here. So thank you for coming and joining us today. A beautiful day. We got great weather and a lot of really good people here. And this is us getting a chance to finalize a project that's actually been going on for some time, which I'll fill you in on in a little bit. I would like to start though. By the way, my name is Jim Dean. I'm the highway superintendent here in the town of Orangetown.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All left open. And actually, if you looked at the map here, this is where passenger trains would come in. I think there was 6 rows of tracks here, and they would load up the troops and send them down to New York City to get them on ships. They also marched them from here out to the pier in Piermont and sent them on ships down the Hudson River. But that laid here like this from the 40s into, I believe when we started this project was 2019. So this was all paved. So for people that are worried about stormwater and pollution, this was a major area. And actually at the time, Andy Stewart was our supervisor. We started looking at this and said, look, if we just tore up all the blacktop that was there, we can reduce the flooding. And then got into the idea, but if we could get enough money, we could build something that would have a real impact. And that's where the EFC is coming. They were there when we needed it. They're the arm of the DEC that gets jobs done. They actually came up with $1 million to get the job going. And our town of Orangetown invested over $500,000 themselves. So this has been a pretty big project. But if you look at this, it captures the water from 150 acres from here, from Schaefer School, all down the hill, all the way up to the Palisades Parkway. So that's an enormous amount of water. And especially when you get heavy rains, this is where we capture it and reduce that amount from going quickly into the Spark Hill Creek. Numbers right now, what you see out there has about 2 million gallons of water in it. If we get a 100-year storm, this can accommodate 6 million gallons more. Which, when we were looking around for places to be able to do a detention basin or something bioretention basin now that has some real value, there are no places in Orangetown that were available. But this was, first time I talked to John about it, he said immediately, yes, I think this is a good plan. They had, John and his Homes for Hero group had made arrangements with the federal government to have, I believe it was 15 acres here. And they gave over 7 acres to the town of Orangetown to build this facility. So if we had not gotten that property for free with encouragement to follow it along, I don't think this project would have happened. So thank you very much, John.
John Murphy, because John's never in a position to have to listen to me. He's always talking and telling me what to do, which is okay. But John, it didn't matter what rank I had. He was a captain in the Marine Corps. That's all that mattered. But over the years, John has gotten involved in so many things and had such an impact on people in this county. It's truly, truly remarkable. There's no other way of putting it. From serving his country in the Marines, to looking out for folks who have disabilities, for doing something tangible to help our heroes, the ones who serve our country, and the ones who serve our community as first responders. John has been there the entire time, and his contributions and ideas never stop. And I am proud to call him my friend. I was proud to serve with him in the legislature. We are short on John Murphys in this country. We could use more of them. So John, stick around as long as you can, number one. Listen to Eileen, be smart, but keep doing what you're doing, John, because you are just one marvelous man, and I hope I've embarrassed you just a little bit today, but Lord knows you certainly deserve it. Thank you very much.
Oh, good afternoon. It's great to be here with everyone. This is a culmination of a fantastic project and really shows what can happen when government at the state level, at the local level, working together with nonprofit organizations, get together to really make something happen. And obviously, in recent years, and as Jim mentioned with Sandy 10 years ago, we've seen a big increase in storms, but especially flooding. And so having some storm resiliency projects like this are critical. And investing in our infrastructure, especially environmental infrastructure, is important. And so working with the state to get that done, I think obviously was just a really wonderful opportunity to address an important need. But beyond that also, you look at it from the recreational standpoint and being able to dedicate this walkway today. A third of Rockland County land is parkland. And so we have a long history in this county of preserving open space, of creating recreational opportunities for our residents, and this is no different. And I think this is going to be a wonderful addition to the community here in Tappan and in Orangetown to really provide some recreational opportunity combined with a really important resiliency project for the future. So this is just a tremendous day, and I'm happy to be here in support. And in closing, I just want to recognize both John Murphy and Jim Dean, both of whom have dedicated themselves to this community for decades and really been leaders within our community as elected officials, as volunteers in nonprofit organizations, but they are committed to moving Orangetown and Rockland County in a better direction, and still today being actively involved and engaged in everything that goes on in this town. So I want to thank both Jim and John for the work that they have done to make our community a better place. So thank you very much.
Whereas John Allen Murphy served as a captain in the United States Marine Corps Active Reserve for 14 years from 1961 until 1975. And whereas John Allen Murphy served 44 years as a Rockland County legislator where he was elected 12 times. And whereas John Allen Murphy served on the board of Camp Venture, president and chairman of the board, 44 years in one of Rockland County's most respected and long-serving social service agencies serving our intellectually and developmentally disabled, and Joseph's Home, co-founder and president, serving the residential needs of our homeless, and the Loeb House, co-founder and president, over 30 years serving the residential needs of our mentally ill, and the New York State Rockland Psychiatric Center, president of the Board of Visitors, and the Orangetown Narcotics Guidance Council, and the Rockland County Board of Mental Health. That's quite a history. Whereas John Allen Murphy is one of the founders of Rockland Homes for Heroes and serves as the president and chairman of the board of directors, and whereas John Allen Murphy was instrumental in the transfer of 7 of the 14 acres of Rockland Homes for Heroes land to the town of Orangetown to build a surface stormwater bioretention basin to prevent the flooding of the iconic Sparkill Creek. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Teresa M. Kenny, supervisor of the town of Orangetown, on behalf of the town board, do hereby proclaim October 21, 2022 as Captain John Allen Murphy Day in the town of Orangetown, and hereby designate the pathway around the Homes for Heroes Green Infrastructure Project as the Captain John Allen Murphy Pathway.
You want to do the unveiling, or do you want me to do it?
You do it.
All of you that are here are for the same reason, which is to pay homage to sacred land where 1.3 million young men left here to fight the Nazis on trains that were right over there. And most of the people that left here to go to Europe, many didn't come home. In fact, too many stayed buried in Europe. And this land is their land. Thank you.